the power of the dark side.
Holonet News Alert. The Imperial Press Corps expands once again as journalists across the galaxy are recruited to join the Holonet News. Citizen reporting has been a key tool in maintaining peace and order across the Empire. Remember, vigilance is our duty, not our luxury. The Empire thanks you.
Welcome back, everybody, and thank you for tuning in to this, our inaugural episode of the Star Wars After Hours Holonet News segment. We split up our podcast and YouTube channel into two sections. We're going to be doing a news section for the people that like news. That's going to air on Wednesdays. And we are doing our main topics, which we'll release on all platforms on Fridays.
Yeah.
So if you get your news from other sources, tune into the Friday one. If you tune into us for news, listen on Wednesday.
Or if you tune in to someone else for news, stop
And tune into us.
Yes.
So Josh, let's kick it off. We got a surprise giveaway for our viewers / listeners.
Yes.
Bring it on out here.
We have this Funko
Pop series Captain Cassian Andor.
Yes.
And guess what?
Cassian.
This is the easiest giveaway. It costs you nothing.
Zero.
All you have to do is follow us on Twitter and Instagram. We do have a Facebook page. Follow us on that too.
Mm-hmm.
All you have to do to enter is follow us on those platforms and leave a comment that says Cassian Pop.
That works.
And that is your entry. We're going to
There you
cross-reference it. Make sure you're followed on all three. And the winner will be chosen with a random number generator.
Yes.
2 weeks from now.
Yes, and unlike the AT-AT one,
ST.
this is a AT-ST giveaway. This one is one entry per person.
One entry per person.
One entry.
But you have to do it on all three platforms.
Yes. And you have to tell us that you did it.
Yeah. So Instagram, you can send us a DM or you can comment on one of our photos. Twitter, obviously you twatter us.
Tweet is the name.
Is
That's
that
the
what
word.
the kids call it?
Yes.
And on Facebook, just, I don't know, comment on one of our pictures.
Yeah.
Comment on anything.
Right on our wall.
Right on our wall. That works too.
That's like what it used to be called, right?
Yeah.
Something
Well,
like
that's
that.
MySpace. Wall?
No, MySpace was, you had MySpace profile.
Oh, your space.
Yeah, you had your space.
Yeah, so this is really easy. All you have to do to get this is just comment that you want it.
Yeah.
Okay? And follow us on social media.
Yeah, do that. So I'll give you a little closer look over here. And I will just put up a picture on the YouTube video. If you are listening to this, I'll also put a link in the description. And we'll give you all the information there.
Yes, please rate and review us on iTunes. Nothing helps us more at this point than being able to show up in the search function.
Yeah.
Rating and reviews help us show up in the search function. If you listen to the show, if you like the show, rate and review. If you're on YouTube, takes 2 seconds, sign in, give us a thumbs up.
Yes. Like, comment, subscribe. Definitely subscribe to YouTube because we're going to have both shows on Wednesdays and Fridays. So there's a lot more to watch, and we're going to start doing some shorter videos in between. So there's going to be a lot of cool things to see coming out very soon.
Yes, and speaking of our first short video, I recently received an SH Figuarts Jango Fett all the way from Japan land. and I'm going to compare and contrast that to my Black Series Jango Fett figure. So stay tuned for that.
Yeah, that's gonna be interesting. Everyone that likes toys or collectible figures, and watch that.
Watch that. And with that said, what do we got for our first article of news, Mr. Joshua Combs?
Well, we have David Prowse, who was the actor in the suit for Darth Vader for episodes 4, 5, and 6. He tweeted something funny out about our friend, Grand Moff Tarkin.
What did he tweet?
He tweeted a very funny video, or a very funny picture of Peter Cushing wearing his slippers.
Yes. Peter Cushing didn't like those boots.
No, not at all. We'll show you. This is Peter Cushing, and that right there is David Prowse. I have a quick little clip.
What was the Star Wars experience like for you?
Oh, you are naughty boy. You know you've been reading things about me. Well, I don't think I'll share. Yes, I will. How would I propose it? See there? It's over 12 inches from there to there. Big feet. Now, Berman and Nathan's have looked after me, man and boy, for years and years and years. And they've never let me down once, except on this occasion, because I was dressed as rather like an Edwardian chauffeur, with a high collar up here and sort of fountain pens across here, as Grand Moff Tarkin in Star Wars. And a pair of boots, riding boots, that came right up to here, tight-fitting, you see. Incidentally, I've often wondered what a Grand Moff is. Sounds like something that came out of a clothes closet. Grand Moff, you know. I've gone off the track. They hadn't got time to have my boots made for me, which is usually the case because of my large feet. So I had to do with a pair out of stock. So there I was on the first day of shooting, this very, very cross, unpleasant gentleman, Grand Moff Tarkin, stomping around, and it was agony ivy. It really was. So the next day I said to dear George Lucas, the director, I said, George, I am not asking for close-ups, but do you think you could shoot me from the waist upwards from now on? And he said, why? And I explained the reason. So he said, oh, all right. And he gave me a pair of carpet slippers. So for the rest of the film, I stomped around looking extremely angry and very cross with that dear little Carrie Fisher and his old grandma talking in carpet slippers.
With that dear little Carrie Fisher. Guys, do you know what they say about big feet?
You need to wear slippers.
Big riding boots, or in this case, slippers. Peter Cushing was brilliant, man.
Wait, well, let me get back to this. You got it. So, yeah, I thought that was funny.
It was funny.
Wanted to share that he kind of gave a little leak about that.
12 inches.
Just years later. Next, we're going the other way. So I thought I would bring up the funny first.
And now go sad.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we have Mr. Colin Trevorrow, the director of Episode 9, and he is lamenting the fact that he will not be able to work with Carrie Fisher, as we are all lamenting the fact that Carrie Fisher will be leaving the franchise.
Yeah. In an interview with Cinnamon Blend, that sounds like Cinnamon Blend sounds like something I would like better than Cinema Blend.
Cinnamon Blend sounds lovely.
Depends on what it's blended with.
Yeah.
In an interview with Cinema Blend, Trevorrow says, General Leia was a major character. That's not a secret. She really was. And it was extremely sad for all of us, mostly just because she was so loved by the Star Wars family and everyone that worked with her. I feel like our options are limited mostly by ourselves, and that there are only certain things that we are willing to do, but I can guarantee it will be handled with love and respect and all of the soul that Carrie Fisher deserves. So, I mean, obviously we're not getting, information with this. We're not really looking for information.
Well, I would argue that point. I would say that we did, because he said that she played a major role.
Yeah, but that's why it's like played or plays,
Yeah.
But I don't know. Yeah, I think, well, obviously they're going to have to address that at some point, and I hope it does happen. But I'm thinking that he's kind of talking about like how their options are limited because they don't want to do the CGI version.
Which I think is the right choice.
It's definitely the right choice. So that's what he's explaining, that their chances are limited only by themselves. Mm-hmm. So I think that they might use some footage from 8.
I'm sure they will.
And they would figure that out in the story. So that's going to be interesting to see. And yeah, let's get on to Battlefront.
Awesome. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, we have a release date. Battlefront 2 will release on November 17th, which is on the eve of Episode 8. So clever marketing, and we're all going to be riled up for as much Star Wars content as we can get.
November 17th?
Yeah, November 17th.
Episode 8 is December.
I know, on the eve, like it's close to, not on the actual eve.
Okay. I thought you meant like on the actual eve.
No, I didn't mean on the actual eve.
It's not on the 8th.
I know, I was sensationalizing for the sake of good radio drama. Forgive me.
No apology necessary.
Anyways, so Battlefront 2 sounds like everything we wanted out of Battlefront 1. And it's been confirmed at this point that we're going to get Star Wars across all eras.
Yes.
OT, which I'm a little bit burnt out on, but still welcoming with open arms. We're going to get the prequel era. And the thing I am most excited about is the sequel era. Now, a couple of the maps that have been confirmed that I'm most excited about. Starkiller Base.
Yeah.
Very cool. And I wonder if we're going to go to the forest area, or if it's going to be more kind of on the landing platform that we see.
So
I think there was a clip in the trailer, and it kind of looks like the landing platform.
It does. And I'm thinking that maybe they'll have 2 or 3 maps just at Starkiller. So there'll be like an interior map, one that's exterior, maybe a bigger map, because we don't know how big, like how large scale this game is going to be yet.
Yeah, we don't have any idea.
But
the other one, Takodana.
Yeah.
That's the one I'm most excited about.
It's very exciting.
So as I was watching The Force Awakens again over this weekend and thinking about what it meant for Battlefront 2, I just kept thinking that Takodana would be the perfect place for a Battlefront 2 map, and then we got this report.
Yeah.
The scene, I hope that they don't go into the castle as much as they go into the battlefield outside of the castle, because it's the perfect area for a ballistic encounter, in my opinion. The way it's set up is almost like a speedball map, like a paintball match almost.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have lots of the castle crashes, and there's lots of protruding structures and rocks to hide behind. I think it's going to be really, really cool. But again, they could have multiple maps because we also have the inside of the castle, and we have the forest area where Kylo Ren and Rey have their little encounter there.
Yeah. There's a lot to work with. I think they're really expanding the scale and the scope of the planets that we've seen in the films, and they're breaking it down, I'm pretty sure, in multiple maps for each place.
Yeah, other possibilities, Hosnian Prime, we saw it for
like 3 seconds.
10 secones.
10 seconds.
Yeah, I'm going to say 10.
We saw a few different clips.
Yeah, we saw it for about 10 seconds. I mean, they can make a cool city-type map out of it, but who knows? I mean, it's pretty brief.
Yeah.
What we got there.
And obviously, we're not going to see it in episode 8.
Yeah. I don't know if they're gonna tack on any of the Rogue One stuff. Jeddah and Scarif. What do you think there? Do you think they'll add that on? Because we got that we got those in an expansion pack, so they might want to give those a little more run.
Yeah.
They already have the maps kind of ready to go, so they might just tweak it a little bit. I could see it happening. I'd welcome it.
Yeah, definitely. So those would be definitely good maps, and it doesn't matter if they recycle a map. That's my favorite thing about Counter-Strike. Counter-Strike is that there's always like the same maps, and you're like, sick, it looks better, but I know the spots. But we have so much in Star Wars Battlefront 2, because it's not just ground battle. We're looking at, aerial fights and space battles.
Yes. Space battles. We're going to have 24-player space battles, which was one of the main exclusions from the first Battlefront. It was a very popular mode in Battlefront 2 for the original Xbox. So we're getting that back. That's going to be awesome. They're doing away with the tokens, and they're going to have it more based on I forget the word they use. It sounds like you kind of build up to being able to get an elite ship instead of just being able to camp out where the tokens spawn.
Mm-hmm.
So you earn the ships through kills, is what it sounds like.
So it's going more toward the Call of Duty model.
Yeah, it's
like a perk model, more like a timed perk. Or
yeah, it sounds like it's more like a reward system than a camp out at this area until the token spawns.
Yeah, I think that's better. Same thing like Titanfall, similar to that. Like it gets to a point where you can drop your Titan. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Yeah.
So the story is being written by a man named Walt Williams, and he is famous for doing the story for a game called Spec Ops: The Line, which I have never played, but
me neither.
I read reviews, and it sounds like the story was a high point. Sounds good to me. I think that they're doing a good job bringing in people where they need to bring them in to deliver the best product. I have very high hopes for this game. I think it's going to be everything we thought we were getting with Battlefront 1. When they reintroduced it, rebooted it. Everything I'm hearing sounds great so far. And the story is going to span over 30 years.
Yeah.
Apparently. And we're going to see, it sounds like Operation Cinder take place, which was Palpatine's, what's the word? Contingent plan?
Yeah, contingency plan.
Yeah, contingency plan for if he ever died. And we're going to follow the Imperials. They are going to be seeking revenge for the death of the Emperor.
Yeah, this is going to be different than any Star Wars game ever.
So with new eras, we can assume there will be new vehicles.
Yes.
Yes, new vehicles. Heroes, if you've ever wanted to see, Darth Maul fight Rey or Finn.
Darth Maul versus Kylo Ren.
Yeah, Darth Maul versus Kylo Ren. Ooh, Lord.
That's a good matchup.
That's a very good matchup. You're going to be able to see that. You're going to be able to play that.
Kylo Ren versus Boba Fett. That'd be interesting. Well, let's see what
they'd probably be on the same side.
What their specials are kind of.
Yeah.
I remember when you used to be able to kind of like match up whichever player that you wanted to and do one-on-one battles. That was fun.
Yes,
originally.
And they're also going to be moving to like a class-based system and an upgrade system, a lot like Battlefield.
Mm-hmm.
So instead of the weird card thing they decided to do with the reboot, which I didn't really like at all, we're going to be able to kind of upgrade our classes more classically and naturally, which I welcome very much. So we can assume, there's going to be a gunner class, a heavy class, a sniper, like standard soldier, probably a couple specialists, things like that. So you're going to be able to tailor your play style and constantly, focus on what you want and upgrade it and make it more doper.
More doper indeed.
More doper indeed. So that is Battlefront 2 news.
Yes. Next, we're going to talk a little Han Solo.
Han Solo,
But first, we're going to talk about some
fake news.
And that fake news is, I forget who reported it. I should have written it down. But there was a report that somebody saw Diego Luna on set. And that is fake news. It looks nothing like him. He's about 20 pounds too heavy. And his ears aren't the same per Star Wars Leaks Reddit. Fake news.
Fake news. So,
very fake news.
Just to let you guys know what to believe and what not to believe. I think that's a good way to go about it. Instead of just not reporting on it, I thought it'd be better to just talk about it and say, hey, this isn't real.
This is not real. So don't get too excited about the possibility of Cassian. Though, if, I'm not saying it'd be a bad idea. I'm just saying that it's a fake thing that didn't happen.
The only possibility is that would be a double, but I still don't think it would look as close enough, because they do really well with their doubles.
I didn't consider that.
Yeah.
I'm still gonna hashtag fake news it.
Yeah, I still think it's fake news.
Yeah.
But we'll see what happens. We'll see.
Yeah.
And so we have more. We have a scout trooper on set. We know this. We know this is not a fake Diego Luna.
No, we have an actual picture. It's a scout trooper. He's on a hefty looking, it's going to turn out to be a speeder. It has wheels on it now, but those are going to be taken out in post. It's a big blocky speeder with the Imperial insignia on the back booster.
Yeah, we talked about this on, was that the last episode?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, on the last episode we looked through these pictures, so we had a little talk about this one, but I have a little bit of video. And this was posted on Instagram by David Penny. He's got a few really cool things from the set of the Han Solo film. And I will just show this video here. And it is that vehicle with the scout trooper driving with a car with a follow camera next to it. So this is for more of a kind of a weird close-up shot, But,
yeah.
Yeah, I'm really curious to how this is going to go. because we don't know how they're going to direct this at all. Like, it's just going to be totally different.
Such different. Wow.
Yeah, such different. And there's a lot more pictures on this guy's Instagram. It's David Penny ESQ. David Penny Esquire. And so check him out. And speaking of, this movie's going to be weird. Thandie Newton.
Yeah, Little Miss Thandie. She was in that Vin Diesel movie with the aliens.
Yes.
Chronicles of Riddick. It's the only thing I remember her from. She's been in a lot more. She's a decent actor, right?
She's in Westworld. That's her right there.
Okay, yeah.
So, I don't watch Westworld. I've never seen it. I would like to at some point. I probably should because it seems kind of cool. But, whatever. Too busy Star Wars.
So, yeah, she said the movie was different. Is that the word she used?
Yeah, she said in an interview, she said, "It's fantastic. I'm loving it. And it's different from anything else I have done or am doing." And she was asked why. And she answered, "I can't tell you. It's just different, okay? It's just really different."
Wow. So informative. Thank you for that.
It is really different.
It's different. How? I don't know. Just really different.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
I can't tell you why.
I can't tell you. Thank you, Thandie, for your input there. It was great news.
What if she's a droid? They haven't named her yet. They don't know what she is yet, so it's very different. She's just like a huge
It's like
mechanical droid.
She's a HUD or something.
Because we have no idea.
Jedi.
That would be very different.
Very different. All right, what else we got? Oh, the Praetorian Guard. Is that what they're called?
Yeah, I'm really excited about these ones.
Yeah, so they have they look like a lot like the Imperial Guard, but a little more stout, and the helmet is simplistic. They kind of look like just a red knight almost. They have a vibroblade, which is a staff with a long blade at the end. The blade has a laser beam to be able to deflect and combat lightsabers.
Yeah, and that's kind of similar to something that we will talk about. Is the on 3 Outlaw Samurai is a movie. It's a samurai movie, and this guy has a staff that has like a knife on the end. And so this is kind of following that similar style. I think all of the things that we're seeing in episode 8 are really following the samurai style, to be honest.
Yeah.
Because look at even just the armor, how that chest plate is, and then how the arms are. It's not like a smooth, flowy thing. It's really really ornate, but really
it is. It's
yeah.
it looks like it looks like samurai armor. The way the pads are kind of intertwined.
Mm-hmm.
Comes down almost like scaly, sort of. I would describe it as, and it has he's wearing like a little dress, or like a long dress, not really little.
Yeah, and it's it's not like the robes or whatever that they.
Yeah, robe was probably a better word than dress to use.
Well, no, I mean that's more of a skirt, to be honest with you.
Like a long skirt.
Yeah, because originally the Imperial Guards wore like red robes, so
Yes.
these guys are all like suited up. So these guys are even more gnarlier.
The only similarity they have to the Royal Guard is that they're all red.
Yeah, and they're red and they wear dresses.
Yeah. So the red was an interesting choice. Maybe Snoke's trying to invoke, a similarity between the two guards. But other than that, they don't really look too much alike. But I'm looking forward to seeing these in action for sure.
Yeah, I really, really, really excited.
Such excited.
Really excited.
Wow.
Yeah.
What else we got?
You got the Star Wars Inferno Squad.
Yes, we have Star Wars Inferno Squad, which I'm going to read off the synopsis for. It's an upcoming novel by Christy Golden. And she is a New York Times best-selling author of Star Wars
Dark Disciple.
Dark Disciple.
Yes.
Okay, here we go. After the humiliating theft of the Death Star plans and the resulting destruction of the battle station, the Empire is on the defensive. In response to this stunning defeat, the Imperial Navy has authorized the formation of an elite team of soldiers known as Inferno Squad. Their mission? Infiltrate and eliminate the remnants of Saw Gerrera's partisans. Following the death of their leader, the partisans have carried on his extremist legacy, determined to thwart the Empire, no matter what the cost. Now, Inferno Squad must prove their status as the best of the best, and take down the partisans from within. But as the danger intensifies, and the threat of discovery grows, how far will the Inferno Squad go to ensure the safety of the Empire?
Sounds pretty good.
Does sound good.
So this is happening right after Rogue One. We're kind of
No, because
over.
the Death Star...
This is
the first
one.
Death Star.
This is them
Okay,
taking
yeah.
out Saw Gerrera's peeps.
Yeah.
So
okay.
this is happening. This is kind of overlapping the end of Rogue One and kind of leading into Episode 4. But it's kind of a little bit further back.
Because the Death Star was destroyed, so I'd say between 4 and 5, right?
It would be kind of... I guess it would.
It'd have to be.
Well, it spans that whole thing because he's talking about the destruction of the first thing and the stealing of the Death Star plans. So
okay, so it's going to span a...
Yeah, because
wow.
I mean, it takes a while to set up a squad of people.
Infernos.
A squad of Infernos. It's really
tough to set up a squad of Infernos.
Yeah, you have to like train fire. That's insane.
Inferno Squad.
So, anyways, one of the best ways to read a book
is to not read it.
Is to not read it at all. And you can listen to this book, and I'm sure it's going to have sound effects and all of that fun stuff, music, and it won't be boring whatsoever. Because some people are like, oh, there's all these extra books. I don't want to have to go through this to find out this information. I'd rather than put it in the movie, blah, 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 blah. But if you do it this way, and I know a lot of people, if you listen to podcasts, it's very similar. You know, you're just listening to a book, but it's like a radio drama. It's like watching a movie without the visuals. And it really goes inside of Star Wars. And you can find, like, I think it's like 80 Star Wars audiobooks on Audible now.
Many.
Yeah, and they keep on putting on more. This one's coming out very soon. What was the release date? I'll just put it on the screen.
Yeah, you will, because I don't know the release date, but it's coming soon.
Yeah, it's coming soon.
Or it's already out. I don't know, because we don't know the release date.
Okay, so you can find this on audible.com. The best way to get an Audible account is go to audibletrial.com/Star Wars After Hours. You can get a 30-day free trial. You can cancel, and you get to keep that free audiobook. You can pick whatever you would like, but you can choose Inferno Squad. You can choose Thrawn by Timothy Zahn.
Thrawn by Zahn.
Thrawn by Zahn. Ahsoka by E.K. Johnston. And that's read by Ashley Eckstein, Ahsoka herself. So check all of those out on Audible. Next, mycomicshop.com.
They have comics.
They have every of the comics.
Every of the comics?
Yes, and if they don't have it, then you can throw it on your want list, and if they get it, they'll tell you.
You'll get notified.
Yeah, and then also people who have it that they know are also collectors or people who are selling it, they're going to be able to
say, hey, I have this.
Exactly.
It's on your want list. Come get it.
Yeah, so, if anyone's interested in comic books, it's anything between DC, Dark Horse, Marvel, and all of the Star Wars that goes throughout any publisher and just anything. You can find it from like the Golden Age, the whatever, Platinum Age, Silver Age, all of the metals.
Plutonium Age.
The Plutonium Age. Yeah, but you can find like all of the Star Wars comics back to like the late 70s when they first started it. And it's pretty awesome. And a new Darth Vader comic is coming out.
Dark Vader.
Dark Vader is coming out very soon.
Ooh, rated T for teen. This is going to be juicy.
Real juicy. And also, these are a few of the older Star Wars Marvel comics that you can pick up. These are from the 80s, and you can actually get this in a pack. Like, this is one package deal, and it's a lot cheaper than finding them individually. So check that out. So go to mycomicshop.com. But the best way to get there that will help us out is go to our website, StarWarsAfterHours.com, and go down to the mycomicshop.com banner, click on that, and create your account there, and buy a comic book, and it'll help us out for referring you. Costs nothing extra.
Great. And lastly, we're going into the final week of our ATST giveaway. It's a Black Series 375 scale. So to have an entry for this, you go to our Indiegogo account, you donate, all it takes is $1 per entry, and you get a super rare, super valuable ATST.
Yeah.
Pretty good deal.
Definitely a good deal. That's a single $1. And if you donate more than $1,
you get more than one entry.
Yes, so every $1 equals an entry. And if you wanted to, you can make like 3,000 entries. So do that.
Yes.
Yeah,
you could.
It helps us with our equipment. We're trying to get a new camera. We're trying to get stuff.
We're recording on Josh's iPhone.
Yeah, but it works. We make it work. We've gotten this far. We've gotten our mics and our mixer and all this stuff thanks to you guys.
Yes,
so,
thank you.
Yeah, so I mean, if you would like to continue supporting and wanting to see better content. Yes. Go ahead and go to our website, StarWarsAfterHours.com, and scroll down. You'll see this picture of the ATST. Click on that. It'll take you to the Indiegogo site and just donate one single $1. And that is it for our first episode of the Star Wars After Hours Holonet News.
Beautiful. Thank you for tuning in, everybody. If you like the show, please comment, like, and subscribe on all platforms.
And thumbs up.
Thumbs up. If you have any feedback, questions, comments, or concerns, you can leave them and we will address them live on the show. Thank you, everybody, for listening. And with that,
we'll see you guys.
Good night now.
Another time. What's our outro gonna be?
Just Jabba laughing.
Okay. Bye, guys.
The power of the dark side.
Holonet News Alert. The Imperial Press Corps expands once are recruited to join the Holonet news. Citizen reporting has been a key tool in maintaining peace and order across the Empire. Remember, vigilance is our duty, not our luxury. The Empire thanks you.